Gotta do this one. I never was a fan of doing that part. I always like doing this one, the word life one. 20 years. John Cena is back. Also, this is a go home show before Money in the Bank this Saturday. Laredo, Texas. John Cena's big return. His 20th anniversary, which immediately they did show him shaking hands with a lot of wrestlers, commentators, referees, and other crew members in the back. Mostly the faces, were cheering him, and some of the heels were just kind of, somewhat cheering him. I know they showed Becky clapping her hands slowly, looking at the ground while sitting on a crate. Michael Hayes even, giving Cena a dap and whatnot, but John Cena was going to be here tonight. Excuse me, for his 20th anniversary of being in this company and whatnot on this day. So we're going to see him later on tonight and throughout the night itself. But first was a last chance qualifier battle royale to see who would be in the Money in the Bank match for this Saturday, which they had Mustafa Ali, Shanky, Truth, Shelton Benjamin, Ziggler, Jinder, Tozawa, Reggie, Champa, Miz, Ricochet, AJ Styles, T-Bar, Veer, the Mysterios, Shinsuke Nakamura. Wow. And Matt Riddle. I already tell who's going to win this match. I will say the crowd was hot tonight, and they did eat this up. I know Miz had faked an injury outside for a minute, which they had doctors check on him. Because when it kind of got to the final 2 or 3, it was between AJ, Ricochet, and Matt Riddle. Then after Riddle eliminated Nakamura, after that, Ricochet was gone after. AJ and AJ and Riddle ended up having to stare down, basically going at each other. AJ was gonna go for the forearm. Miz came back, eliminated AJ Styles. He got back in the ring. Him and Riddle started going against each other. Miz ended up charging at Riddle in, which Riddle used his legs to get the pulled the ropes down and stuff. Miz on the apron with him. Riddle ended up taking out Miz with an RKO to win the match. So no surprise here that Matt Riddle won this match. I figured AJ wasn't gonna win due to the whole Miz feud going on with him right now. So I kind of figured that, but Matt Riddle obviously was gonna make it in this match as a last chance qualifier and whatnot. So you knew he was gonna be in this whole thing. So I'm not really surprised by that. Next, I know they said Kevin Owens' match against Elias, Ezekiel, El Rod is going to be rescheduled until a different date. Shit. Excuse me, man. I'm still not feeling good. Street Profits were in the back talking about John Cena being on this show, which they put the camera, which we thought was invisible, but John Cena was there. They talked about the tag team titles this Saturday. Cena says, the whole never give up thing. He says, y'all the NXT, Raw, SmackDown, Tag G champions, y'all got this. Y'all the Street Profits, okay? So never give up, and y'all want the smoke, basically. So they basically went on to say that before Cena walked off. I know they had other wrestlers talking about John Cena, congratulating him on his 20th anniversary, which we saw some people from AEW, which were the Big Show and Bryan Danielson, which I see they had to let them send some, videos and stuff. I guess, congratulating Cena on his anniversary and whatnot. We also saw Trish Stratus, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Booker T, and others, congratulate Cena and everything. So, nice to AEW and WWE can at least kind of let them send some congratulations to Cena and work something out just to say thank you and whatnot. So that was pretty cool. Montez Ford went against Jey Uso. Montez Ford got the win. Good match and whatnot, but we'll see what happens this Saturday when the tag title's on the line. Finn Balor and Damian Priest were talking to Mysterios, Talking about Ray, you got your 20th anniversary coming up soon too. And I respect you and anything up in the business and whatnot. And talk about Judgment Day. The door's always open for Dom. Some things you can't teach and everything. Okay, the door's always open. And Priest, told Dom like, need some leaders, man, because some people may lead you down the wrong path, like your dad right there. Which Ray got pissed off and he said, "All right, I want to throw down next week. Tag match, San Diego. Let's go." So could they try to get Dominic to turn on his dad and join Judgment Day? Possibly. And it's Ray's hometown next week in San Diego. So we'll see what goes down with that. They also had a video package, basically of all of John Cena's career, from Ruthless Aggression, Kurt Angle in his debut, from the Dr. Thugonomics to being the 16-time world champion, to a 2-time Royal Rumble winner, Money in the Bank winner, matches against Edge, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Big Show, Batista, AJ Styles, Undertaker, and I'm just naming some of his opponents. Randy Orton, who else? See, I ain't gonna show CM Punk, but that's one of his best opponents. Also, Ziggler and others. So yeah, they were just showing a lot of Cena matches, some of his big matches, I should say. Also, his Make-A-Wish all the Make-A-Wishes Foundation stuff that he has done. I think he still has the most Make-A-Wish don't Make-A-Wish Make-A-Wishes he has made throughout the years. I still think he has the most, if I'm not mistaken. Tribute to the troops and him being currently right now in Hollywood and stuff. So a very great video package for Cena and them. Miz was there to be in the interview talking about Logan Paul. I guess he's coming back to WWE again, talking about what happened at WrestleMania. And he said he gave him that skull crush finale at WrestleMania to teach him a lesson. And that will be the tag team champions again and stuff. But he said he's disappointed in AJ Styles and his downward spiral and stuff. Because then he started talking about his balls again. The balls. Why do we continue to talk about Mrs. Balls for whatever reason? And then AJ came out and punched him. AJ went against the Miz after that then. Which, not a bad match, I should say. But Miz ended up rolling out. And AJ won by count out then. And just walked out on him and stuff. So, I'm surprised AJ just didn't go back and get him. But, AJ was just complaining. And, AJ won by count out then after that. Ezekiel was talking to Cena in the back. Cena, I guess confused between him and Elias, and you're his younger brother. And Cena said, "I got some advice for you. Never forget who you are." And Ezekiel left. Next thing you know, Austin Theory showed up talking to Cena, saying like, "You must know who I am, all right? And you're out of touch, and you don't know it. Look at you still wearing jorts and stuff. I'm the youngest U.S. champion. You didn't have a title at that age and whatnot." It just kept talking bad about Cena. Cena just kept looking at him. Theory tried to go for a selfie, but Cena already walked away and disappeared. So you think we would see more of that tonight if this is going to lead to a match, but apparently not tonight. Kurt Angle, Randy Orton, JBL, Chris Jericho, which I think they may have cut off his message if I'm not mistaken. Stephanie McMahon and Stone Cold Steve Austin also, had some messages with Cena and stuff. Basically, putting them over and everything. So that was cool to see. Bianca Belair was out there talking about Carmella, saying that Carmella must take cheap shots and everything because she's not that good. And it's stuff. And, she thinks she knows everything, but she doesn't even like herself. Carmella says, I am great and everything. It's not about me insecure about my looks and stuff. Bianca basically said, you gotta take to beat me. We gotta wait till Las Vegas and stuff. Okay? But Carmella said she's got more beauty and brains and all this stuff. And you gonna see how this works. She's not gonna apologize for that. Basically, she's gonna give her the respect she deserves. which, they didn't ask Bianca what did she think about what's going to happen this Saturday. Carmella thought she could attack from behind, but Bianca ended up grabbing her foot and just, pushed her back in after that and, had her sitting in. So, we'll see what goes on between that. Liv Morgan and Alexa Bliss talk about it. They don't like each other. Going to the Money in the Bank match and stuff. They teamed each other, wasn't that? But Liv says she's gonna win the Money in the Bank, and then they start doing some boop thing on their nose, like boop bop, whatever, almost like Chris Statlander for some reason. Which I don't think nobody cared about this match, given that Asuka was on commentary and basically just spoke Japanese throughout the whole match, and it was basically the commentators asking Asuka what she gonna do in Money in the Bank. So you didn't really have to pay much attention to this match, other than Asuka just talking. The roster was out there. Waiting for Cena to come out. Vince McMahon came out. Vince McMahon once again not giving a fuck, taking a victory lap on his Wolf of Wall Street flow right now. You gotta give Vince a lot of credit. Everybody still continues to give him a big pop. They sing along to his theme song and they cheer the man every chance that they get, as the internet wrestling fans sit there and bitch and moan and complain every time he comes out. So I think that shit is hilarious. So good for Vince. But he was there to introduce John Cena. John Cena, of course, got a humongous pop. Man, I'm sorry if I'm not talking as well tonight, but he basically, he can feel that energy, can feel that noise. This is his WWE birthday. 20 years of jorts and all this stuff. People want to say I'm out of touch and everything, but it's louder out here. But this is different because it's not about what he's done. It's about what the fans and everything. It's not about the moments, because he likes to move forward to the next thing. And but it's special for what he's done for over 2 decades now, and he's never been lost. Without the fans and all this stuff, because the fans allow this, and it's the environment where everybody allows to be their true selves enough. Y'all brave enough to tell me when I suck, and brave enough to tell me when I don't suck, okay? And I always wanted to say thank you, and this is now the time, and this is the right moment. Man's trying to thank you, Cena. Then after that, Cena basically said WWE's prepared him for everything, not just for his movies or his TV shows, but to be a better human. Be a better professional, a better husband, and just a better person because of the fans. And spending moments, you spending moments with families that over the years that taught him about empathy, kindness, and caring and humility, and that's what all these fans have taught him. And it's about coming together. It's been 20 years. He's 40-something years old, and he said he doesn't know when he will see the fans, when the fans will see him in the ring again. He didn't say the fans won't see it. He just doesn't know when he will be back in the ring again. But he talked about we and all that stuff, and he talked about the people watching at home or the people being in there, and that's something good. Just say something and stuff. Y'all want to say something that sucks? Say it, all right? Because it's never been about him. It's about us, as he said. It's Laredo. We fired up here. That's the sound. We ain't gonna never give up. We just getting started. And he said, if you want some, come get. If you want some, come get some. Okay? So, Cena basically, just start, shake everybody's hands and throwing his gear into the crowd and stuff. So, hell of a fucking promo by John Cena. I'm not gonna lie, I was waiting for a post attack by Austin Theory, and I thought it would have happened throughout the night, but apparently not. That did not happen. But just a hell of a promo from John Cena. Great way for this 20th anniversary for him and all that. I'll say this too. About John Cena. I have watched him from the beginning since he got on the SmackDown against Kurt Angle. Like I said, I've always been up and down. Wow, I'm sorry. Like I said, it's hard to talk about this when you don't feel good at the same time, too. But yes, I have always been up and down on Cena throughout the many years. There are times when I really, when I do like him, and there's time when I don't. But I have watched John Cena from the beginning, like I said, from the Dr. Thugonomics to when he was definitely the shit on SmackDown, from going to Monday Night Raw to many things. Okay, there's a lot of accomplishments we could talk about John Cena, which I named earlier, especially being 16-time world champion and stuff. Because there are times where I got sick of Cena, and honestly, I didn't really start liking Cena again until like 2015, 16, because the guy was just putting out these lyrical shoot promos, if you ask me. Well, work shoot promos, but his promo game in 2016 and, right after was on fucking fire. Damn near felt like a shoot at the time, because he was taking folks to task out there in promos, okay? And this guy was damn near putting on better matches than I ever seen before and stuff. But, and whatnot. So I feel like that's one of my favorite versions of Cena, kind of going, from 2016 on, from after and stuff. But yeah, you can just name a lot of stuff and matches with him. Go from The Rock, also almost forgot about that, or Brock Lesnar and everything too. I'm sorry if I got some names, if I got some names early and stuff. But you know, um, Cena's always here, been consistent. Hey, one thing you could say, he never turned heel and stuff. Well, I know he was heel before, but he never turned back heel after he went face and everything. So, it's a lot to say about John Cena. It really is. But like him, hate him, you gotta respect him for what he has done in this company um, for 20 years now, or just in wrestling in general and stuff. And like I said, it's a lot to say. And I think people should really be appreciative, and stuff. So this was a night to, give thanks back to John Cena, appreciate. And the promo he cut, even my friend Kyle is like, it makes you want to go to war with him. Okay, like you want to be on his side when going to war. Okay, and that promo tonight really did show that. Okay, so I don't know when the next time we will see John Cena. I really don't. I still think he's gonna face Austin Theory, and I give it till SummerSlam for that. If that's the case, I'm not really sure. But we know Cena's in and out of the company nowadays. He's damn near in every fucking commercial you see, or if he has a movie or television show to be filming on and stuff. But just to see him on Monday Night Raw, and I like the T-shirt too, just to cut a promo, just to see him do his entrance, all that stuff, is still always great to see. Okay, so I had to say a few things about that before we move on with the rest of the show. But obviously, it was probably damn near the best thing out of the entire night was just John Cena, hyping up this whole 20th anniversary. So yes, people, the Peacemaker himself is back again on Monday Night Raw, and that is John Cena. So I still was waiting for Austin Theory to attack throughout the night, but that was not the case. I still think it may happen, maybe next week or two. I'm not really sure, but apparently not tonight. But Bobby Lashley in right after when he gets Alpha Academy, and Theory was the special guest enforcer. Um, Lashley did win this match. Man, toss some folks out there, let me say that. Especially right after beating the hell out of everybody who's going to spear Theory, but Theory got out of it in the end. I still think people probably was expecting Cena to show up then also, but that did not happen too. So yeah, Lashley will be facing Theory this Saturday for the IC title. I mean US title. Why did I say IC title? Cody Rhodes, I guess, was doing an interview for his rehabilitation. Basically talking about, it's been high and low right now, but he talked about all the competitors in the Money in the Bank, and that if Seth Rollins does win, um, said he would congratulate him. Cody does look like he's doing better though and stuff. Still had a bandage and everything, but his body does look almost back to normal, and that is bruises it once was. So he may be back soon, possibly. I don't know. John Cena was talking to one of the production crew guys in the back until Seth Rollins showed up, saying, hey man, remember the time I broke your face into a whole bunch of pieces and stuff. And, hey, man, we've had our ups and downs and stuff throughout the years and everything. We got a lot in common. We're mega stars. We're fashion icons. We're Money in the Bank winners and stuff. And, you know, you crashed and burned when you tried to cash in and all that stuff. But, I had the best cash in of all time. Omos and MVP showed up then, as basically said that Omos is gonna win the Money in the Bank. Cena just kept looking at Omos. I guess he was amazed while Biggie was, and he told Seth Rollins, you know what, good luck with that. And that was the last time we saw John Cena throughout the night. That was the last time we saw him throughout the night. So I thought that was hilarious. He just kind of left him high and dry, like, yeah, I'm out of here. So you deal with that. But in the main event, we did get a 6-way with the women to see who's going to be in the final spot of Money in the Bank match. Becky, Xia Li, Doudrop, Nikki Ash, Tamina, and Shayna Baszler. Honestly, this was very, very predictable. We all knew Becky Lynch was going to win this match. Crowd ate it up, but come on, you all knew Becky was winning this. So this was super, super predictable, okay? Becky goes into Money in the Bank. No surprise there. Other than these last chance qualifying matches tonight, like I said, the biggest thing out of the show is the John Cena returning and celebrating his 20th anniversary. So other than that, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Hood1990. Check out my Forbidden Door review that is uploaded online right now. Check that out. We'll try to get some more clips on YouTube. So yeah, I'm out of here. See you guys later. Peace and word life. This is the basic thugonomics. Alright? So I see y'all then. I'll say this before I go. I wish Cena would have spit some bars out there, but I knew that wasn't going to happen. But that would have been cool to see at the same time. But I'm out of here. I'll see you guys then. Peace.